Hi guys, so on Friday, Lord Frost, the Brexit Minister, met with his counterpart Maroš Šefčovič, the Vice President of the European Commission. Now these talks are a result of the Brexiteer government refusing to implement certain aspects of the Northern Ireland Protocol. Remember, the Northern Ireland Protocol is part of the withdrawal agreement which Frost negotiated and was signed by both the UK and the EU. Šefčovič came out of the meeting with Frost and appeared quite upset. It appears the talks are not going very well. Let's hear what he had to say.
Good afternoon. We just finished a meeting with David Frost and his team to discuss the implementation of the protocol on Ireland, Northern Ireland. This was our third meeting at our level following the Commission's package of far-reaching solutions for Northern Ireland 3 weeks ago. The Commission has been engaging intensively with the UK to find common ground between our respective positions and to bring stability and predictability for the people and businesses in Northern Ireland. We have spared no effort in preparing this package and bringing it across the finishing line. Our package as a whole will provide significant changes for operators on the ground. In practice, our proposals would create a type of express lane. Customs-related red tape would be cut in half. A significant range of retail goods would also benefit from simplified certification, and this would result in reduction of up to 80% of SPS checks. It is a whole new model for how goods can be moved from Great Britain to Northern Ireland. It would result in strengthened opportunities for the people of Northern Ireland. And this was a big move by us. But until today, we have seen no move at all from the UK side.
Now, it's important to remember that businesses in Northern Ireland have welcomed these changes, welcomed this flexibility. Manufacturing Northern Ireland on Friday tweeted that they are extremely concerned with the UK government's stance of invoking Article 16, because it would put everything that they have been doing up until this stage at risk, because they have been adapting to the protocol, they have been working within the framework of the protocol, they have built up a sense of stability, and that would be undermined if the protocol was undermined. It would create uncertainty. And the worst thing for businesses is uncertainty.
I found this disappointing, and once again, I urge the UK government to engage with us sincerely. From this perspective, I see next week as an important one. We should focus all efforts on reaching a solution as soon as possible. Our aim should be to establish stability and predictability for Northern Ireland. We hear a lot about Article 16 at the moment. Let there be no doubt that triggering Article 16 to seek the renegotiation of the protocol would have serious consequences.
And he raised a very valid point here. Triggering Article 16 in order to renegotiate the withdrawal agreement. This is what Boris Johnson and Lord Frost are attempting to do. They're saying, we're going to invoke Article 16, or if you don't want us to do that, renegotiate the withdrawal agreement. Now, Article 16 is not about suspending the protocol. It's about suspending part of the protocol in order to protect the protocol. And the stance the British government are taking is more political than technical, because Article 16 is a technical aspect of the protocol. And they're using it as a political tool, convincing the public in Britain, convincing unionists in Northern Ireland that if they invoke Article 16, it will suspend the protocol. And it will not. It's not designed to do that. But they know they can't suspend the protocol by invoking Article 16, so they're threatening to invoke it in order to renegotiate the withdrawal agreement, which is underhanded, which is dangerous, because as I said, businesses in Northern Ireland have adapted. They've welcomed the changes that the European Union have presented, the flexibilities. And Boris Johnson and Lord Frost are threatening to pull the rug from under Northern Ireland, which is even more frustrating because, as I've said on numerous occasions, Boris Johnson and Lord Frost don't give a damn about Northern Ireland. They don't give a damn about the people of Northern Ireland. Boris Johnson doesn't give a damn about the people of Great Britain either. But when it comes to Northern Ireland, they're further down the scale.
Serious for Northern Ireland, as it would lead to instability and unpredictability. And serious also for the EU-UK relations in general, as it would mean a rejection of EU efforts to find a consensual solution to the implementation of the protocol. Discussions will continue at expert level, and I am committed to travelling to London on the 12th of November. I am equally committed on the issue of medicines and remain ready to do whatever it takes to ensure the long-term uninterrupted supply to Northern Ireland by changing our own rules.
Now, he has taken a lot of flack. The European Commission has taken a lot of flack from European capitals over this. Member states are not happy with what the European Commission have been doing, adding these flexibilities, because they're concerned that this is undermining the single market. And the European Commission is doing this in order to maintain peace in Northern Ireland. You have on the one side Boris Johnson and Lord Frost attempting to undermine peace. You have the European Commission on the other side attempting to maintain peace. Now, they're doing this for two reasons. One is because they have signed up to the Good Friday Agreement. They're a guarantor. But also, they're trying to protect one of their member states, the Republic of Ireland. That's why they're engaging in this. This is why they're putting in place these flexibilities. I'm pretty sure that if Northern Ireland was not an issue here, if Britain was any other third country, you would see a much more robust approach to this particular third country.
Lastly, we also exchange views on the pending issue of French fisheries licenses. The trade and cooperation agreement is clear. Vessels that were fishing in the territorial waters of the UK and Crown dependencies should be allowed to continue. All French vessels entitled to a license should receive one. I support Commissioner Šefčovič in his ongoing efforts to find a solution. Thank you very much for your attention and have a good afternoon.
Okay. You have on the one side Britain, who's attempting to undermine the protocol, and you have on the other side the European Union, who are trying to maintain the protocol. And I've said before how the British government have ignored the people of Northern Ireland, but also ignored the stakeholders here, businesses, civic leaders. While the European Commission has reached out to these, they've reached out to communities on both sides in Northern Ireland, and they've also reached out to business leaders. Boris Johnson and Lord Frost have not done that. They've listened to certain sections of society in Northern Ireland, who are anti-protocol. But they haven't listened completely to the pro-protocol parties. Yes, they've met at a committee, but they haven't met with people on the ground. They haven't listened to business leaders to the same extent as they've listened to the anti-protocol, pro-Brexit faction within Northern Ireland. The European Union seem to be listening to all. But of course, this is once again a bargaining chip for Boris Johnson and Lord Frost. They want to undermine peace in Northern Ireland in order to get their way. And they know that throwing Northern Ireland or threatening to throw Northern Ireland under a bus, they will be able to extract concessions. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?